What's up YouTube? In this video I'm going to show you how to mass clone on Pokemon Gold and Silver Virtual Console. Now, this glitch was actually discovered by Crimson TV, or Kath. She did it today accidentally, so you guys should definitely go check out her video on it. That is in the description of the video, and you guys should definitely subscribe to her. That is also in the description of the video too. Now, she actually did a video on this on the Japanese version, and it's a fair bit more, a little bit more information and in-depth than mine. So after you've watched this video, please go watch her video. I will definitely leave that there too. So obviously, I'm just firing up my copy of Gold and Silver. Now, just one thing, I'm not 100% sure this won't mess your game up. I've actually tried it a lot of times already. It seems to be fine. It seems to be all good. So just thought I'd put a disclaimer out there. I'm not 100% sure about that. So just have to say that. Right, anyways, so we're going to pick the Pokemon we want to clone, mass clone. It's basically the same as cloning an all Pokemon, but it's a lot more efficient, right? A hell of a lot more efficient. So obviously we want to pick a Pokemon. I'm going to be cloning the Ditto today, and we want to clear out a box 1, right? So box 1 needs to be completely empty of all Pokemon. So I'm just going to quickly skip forward and do that. So box 1 is now empty, right? So what we want to do now is we want to clone our first Ditto. Now, if you don't already know how to clone, you can probably skip forward probably about a minute. But I'd probably suggest just watching anyway, because just in case you miss anything. So we're just gonna clone our Ditto. Now, the idea with this one, normally you can you can clone your Pokemon like one at a time, and then you can take them off there, and that's all well and dandy. But with this method, they stay on the game, plus you can get them off there with them staying on the game. So it's very, very good. You can get massive amount. You can almost get, with the English version, you can get 4 times the amount of Pokemon at once. With the Japanese version, you can get 6 times the amount. I'll explain why in a second. That's all to do with the amount of Pokemon that can go in the box as well. So in the end, you can actually clone 20 Pokemon at once and just keep doing it over and over again. You could clone 100 Pokemon in probably 10 minutes if you wanted to. Anyway, so now I'm going to go and forward and obviously reset the game and save the Ditto. So we got 2 of them. That's just the basic cloning method. You've seen how I did that. Everything was on screen there. Pretty basic. So now we want to get into the actual glitch, right? So we've got the Ditto. We've got 2 Dittos, right? So that's all good. Let me just go out of this now. So we want to change back to box 1. So we're going to change back to box 1. Now, obviously, in this glitch, we want to be using every other... just use a different box apart from box 1, obviously, there to do the clone glitch, as I said before. So now, let's get into it. So we want to go and save our game first off. And before you do anything, just save the game. That's awesome. Very important to do that. Right, I'm just using a throwaway copy of a virtual console, so I've got multiple ones on my multiple DSs. So now we want to go in and we want to go, so the box was already on box 1, right? So now we want to change the box to box 6, right? So make sure that box is on box 1. Now change it to box 6. Now press the reset button, and as it's resetting, press the home button, right? So now the home button will actually trick it into thinking, that's, it's still in progress. It hasn't actually happened yet, so the Pokemon has actually duped itself. But now you need to actually open the Pokemon Transporter. This is a little bit difficult to explain. It's probably going to become clear as you watch me doing. So boot up your Transporter, right? And in the Transport box, normally it would take Pokemon that are only in box 1, right? It has actually taken the Pokemon from box 6, which is the Ditto, right? So you can see what that means, right? You could have 20 Dittos in there, right? And you could have just transport the box and get all the 20 Dittos back, and the 20 Dittos will still be in the box on Pokemon Silver or Gold, right? And then you can just keep doing it over and over and over and over again. It's crazy. It's an amazing glitch. Anyway, so that's the Ditto we got off there, and I'm going to show you how to do them in masses too. Obviously, you can just use what I did there to do it in masses. So it's a little bit hard to explain. Obviously, someone with probably a little more technicality on all the glitches and stuff might be able to explain this a little bit better in the comments. So I'm just trying to dumb it down for everyone, the casual players. So anyway, we're just going to check the box there. I'm just going to show you what is. So we're going to go to move box, and I'm just going to show you, obviously, I'm going to save the game here. We're not doing any glitches here or anything. So box 1 still is empty. So it's actually empty still. So technically, and the transporter's reading from box 6, which is awesome, or whatever box you chose apart from that. So now we're going to go on to Pokemon Bank, and I'm just going to bank the Pokemon over just to show you that it actually goes across. I'm just going to quickly do this. I'm just going to speed this bit up because, Australian internet is absolute garbage, right? Okay, so there's the transport box, and we're going to transport the Ditto. And we're going to put that. There's the Ditto there. It's a naive nature, so not too bad. We're just going to put that down the bottom into my game, and we're going to save the power, and that's all good. Booting up my Ultra Sun and Moon now. There's the Ditto that I got. There we go. So that's the Ditto I got. Now there's still another one on the Virtual Console. So now we're going to do the mass lots, right? So this bit is going to take a little bit longer, but once you get the full box full of the Pokemon you want to do, say you want to get like lots of say you want to go for like 5 or 6 IV Dittos, like this is how you do it. Anyway, so back on the Gold and Silver now. So there's a little bit of glitch on the box there. I'm not 110% sure what that means. At this point in the game, there's actually no Pokemon in there, but it may come up with like a random number, so it's a bit of a little bit of a mystery at the moment. So as you can see, I've got 5 Dittos in my party now, so we want to get to 20, right? So now we want to clone all 5 of those Dittos, another 3 times, so we can get 20 Pokemon in the box. So there's all the Dittos there. Obviously, they're all the same ones, but obviously when you put them over into your game, they'll all be different IVs, which is really cool. So depositing all the Dittos now. You guys probably obviously know how to do this cloning glitch. I just want to show you this bit, and then we're going to then I'm going to show you like the mass clones. It's pretty funny. It's quite quick. Anyway, so all of those Dittos are in there. Now we're going to go switch back to box 1 again. Obviously just doing the normal cloning glitch, pressing the bottom screen and reset. And now we've reset that. So that's how we've got 10 Dittos now. So we've got 10 Dittos in the box. And once you've done all that, I'm just going to give the game a save. They're just skipping through. Once you've done all that, you should eventually have 20 of the Pokemon in the box you want, right? Because we want to do masses amount at the same time. So let's go into the box. So that little glitch number is still there. So now we're having a look at box 6. So now I've got 20 Dittos. Obviously, I cut a bit of that out. So just do that method to get all the 20 Dittos. So now we've got the 20 Dittos, and we're like, well, we can actually put 20 Dittos. Normally you can do 5 at once, right? To send 5 across. This, you're doing 20 across, and the Japanese one actually has a box size of 30, so you can actually it's actually times 6 faster, which is crazy. So now we're going to do the little method I did again. We're going to press the reset button, right? And now we're going to go reset. That's just what the bottom screen looks like, so you can see. I probably should have put that up before. That's just the Virtual Console, right? So now that's coming up, and I've got my bottom screen at the moment. We're going to go back, and now we're going to go on to the transporter again, I believe. Yep, we're going to go onto the transporter, and that's going to have all those Pokemon on there, and we're going to be able to we're just going to be able to get them all off there, which is awesome. And we're going to have like a massive amount of Pokemon. Like, I think it didn't take me very long to get 100 Dittos, like, at all. It really didn't. Like, the connection between Pokebank and Transporter was actually slowing me down. So there's all the Ditto there in box 1, which actually isn't box 1, it's box 6 on my game, and that's, I'm going to save the game, and there we go. So you don't actually have to, the glitch is you don't actually have to have the Pokemon in box 1 anymore, which is crazy. And there you go. I'm just going to go back into my PC. Let's have a look. Obviously, you're probably thinking, well, we put the Pokemon already onto the game, right? Or into the transporter. They shouldn't be there anymore, right? The 20 Dittos are still remaining in there, which is really good. So now we're just going to quickly see that. Okay, so box 1 obviously is still empty. Let's go over to box 6. All the Dittos are still in there. So once you've got the 20 Dittos in there, your work's done, right? So once you got your 20 of the Pokemon, you can literally like keep doing it over and over again. You don't need to do anything like more. You just need to keep doing that little glitch over again. So just your Pokemon, swapping them over to the box, pressing reset, and on that screen after you press reset, you press the home button, you go into the transporter, and just go from there. So now I'm just going to put my Dittos that I got from there onto Pokebank. Whoops, yeah, and now let's do some more Dittos. it's a crazy glitch, I have to admit. It's really cool, but essentially it makes it 4 times faster. So normally you could do 5. You could bring 5 Pokemon across, right? Now you can bring 20 Pokemon across, and not only can you bring 20 Pokemon across, you can retain the Pokemon on this, on the silver game at the same time. So it's crazy. Okay, so now we're gonna reset the game again, and we're gonna get multiples of Pokemon more time. So if you guys hope you guys understood this one. I tried to explain it as simply as possible. Just simple, right? Make sure your box isn't clear. Basically, box 1 isn't clear. You have your Pokemon. Let's say you put it in box 6, right? Swap it into, save it obviously into box 1. As it's saving, you press the reset button at the bottom, right? And then you press the home button, and then you go into Transporter, and it will be in Transporter. I'm not sure if this is a Virtual Console glitch or a Transporter glitch. It's very hard to understand what it is. Someone, obviously, with a lot more skills in this sort of thing can really research into that. But, yeah, that's basically it for you, this video. I'm just going to show you guys some of the Dittos. I'm just going to scroll right through them if you want to have a look. But that's basically it. I hope you found this one interesting and enjoyable, and I should have a video up tomorrow, Theme Team. All right, people. Peace out.